Yo, when I was back in school, I knew this guy named Liam. Now, Liam always told me he'd be rich someday, but all Liam did was party and chase girls. For the last 10 years, I've talked to this guy named, which by the way, Liam's not his real name. I've talked to this guy named Liam at least once a year, just to catch up, how's everything going, etc. Every time I talk to him, he's telling me about some new business idea that's gonna make him rich this year. Here's the thing, he never takes action. He's incredibly ambitious, but he's also lazy. That is exactly why I'm making this video, because by the time you're done watching this, I want to be able to harness all that ambition that's inside of you and actually turn it into something real, so you're never lazy. Number one, let's test to see if you're a lazy guy. Ambitious yet lazy people are some of the most dangerous people in society. They will do whatever it takes to climb to the top without actually providing any value. They'll talk badly about you behind your back, and they won't hesitate to throw you under the bus. Stay away from them. That's easier said than done, because spotting lazy people actually quite hard. So I'm gonna give you a quick test to see if you or any of the friends around you are ambitious but lazy. Do you exercise less than 5 times a week? Do you currently have chores that you left undone? Do you wake up after 9 a.m.? Do you eat out more than twice a week? And do you lie to cancel plans? Now, if you answered yes to more than 3 of these, you potentially could be lazy and possibly fall into this category. But I don't want you to freak out. I don't want you to worry, because I'm gonna make sure you never become an ambitious and lazy person if you complete this video and put everything I'm about to show you in practice. Number 2, use the Eisenhower Matrix to be productive, not just busy. Stop listening to your mom and your parents. You're probably not lazy at all. You just haven't learned how to separate what's truly important from what isn't. But don't stress it, bro. I'm gonna show you how to fix this using the Eisenhower Matrix. I want you to start right now and list everything that you need to do in your life. Right now, put it on a piece of paper. Then once that list is complete, I want you to break that list down into 4 categories. The first category is non-urgent and non-important tasks. These are distractions, like watching that Netflix show that your friend recommended, or shopping for a shirt you liked. Next, you have urgent but unimportant tasks. These might include playing a video game at a specific time with a friend. After that, you have not urgent but important tasks. These could be exercising or studying. And finally, you have urgent and important tasks. These are your critical responsibilities, like turning in an assignment or meeting some work deadline. Now you're gonna create a hierarchy with your day by starting your day with always tackling your urgent and important tasks first. Once those are done, you're gonna move down to the important and non-urgent tasks. Then you're gonna go to urgent but not important. And finally, if you have any time left in the day, this is when you're gonna handle your non-urgent and non-important tasks. With this, you now have a clear idea of what it is that you need to focus on during the day, so you no longer are a lazy person. But you knowing what you need to do is not gonna cure laziness. You and me both know that. The next step is to take action. And for that, you need tip number 3. Number 3, use pair bonding to make leveling up fun. To stop being lazy, you need to brainwash yourself to love doing boring things, and you'll never be lazy again. Now, to be able to brainwash yourself, your brain needs 3 things. You need to enjoy the task. You need to not even realize you're doing that task. And 3, you need to actually crave to do that task. I'm gonna show you how to achieve all 3 with whatever boring task you have using something called pair bonding. Let's take something like a skincare routine. The reason you're not seeing results in your skincare routine is because you don't like doing it. Therefore, you're not consistent with it. Therefore, you never see results. And I'm just like you, bro. In fact, I used to hate exfoliating my face. The time it took to wash it off, it was just uncomfortable on the skin. It just took too much time. It felt like a chore. But now, I pair it with something I love, like listening to a podcast. This unlocks the first thing your brain needs, which is enjoying the task. Every morning, I hit play to a new podcast episode that I wanted to listen to, and then I just start exfoliating my face with my micro exfoliator from Geology. I've been using the same skincare products now for 5 years because, again, I like to find stuff that's consistent and easy to do. And with Geology, I know I have great products and they just get delivered to my door every month. I don't want to have to be going to the store and buying. But suddenly, my brain is now rewarded with dopamine. This is the neurotransmitter for pleasure and motivation. Now, instead of dreading my time in the bathroom, I actually look forward to it because I want to finish that podcast episode. The second thing your brain needs is you not realizing you're even doing it. Well, my next step with my skincare would be to wash my face. Here's where I use my salicylic acid face wash from Geology. This is great to get rid of acne. While I'm doing this, I take advantage of something called cognitive distraction. I try and make a real effort to focus on the podcast and what's being said in it. Especially if it's something entertaining, I almost forget that I'm washing my face because I am so hooked in what's happening. By the way, the one that I listened to this morning was on the huge expose on how honey is a huge scam for influencers. We've all seen it. As a matter of fact, I used to work with them back in like 2017. Allegedly, they've been scamming everyone. I don't know if it's true or not, but I was so hooked into it, I'm not even realizing I'm washing my face. I want to know what happens next. But this is the great part. Over time, you develop the third thing your brain needs, which is associative learning. In other words, your brain's going to start to crave this routine. My brain starts to link that boring task of exfoliating and washing my face, and now my final step, which is moisturizing it. Again, I use Geology because it has a built-in SPF, and it just gets delivered to my door. So I know I have the 3 products every guy needs for a good skincare routine from Geology, and I know these are award-winning products, so I don't even think about it. But now, my brain associates me doing this whole system with fun and fulfillment that I'm looking forward to because I want to listen to that next episode or that next podcast, which is why that routine that I once hated doing every morning, I have now brainwashed myself. So it becomes a moment of relaxation and reward for me. And that is when you become consistent and actually see results. You can literally apply this method I just showed you to any boring routine you dislike. Cleaning your room, working, studying, you can apply pair bonding with all of that. And if you guys want a simple skincare routine that actually works, go check out Geology. Bro, I've been working with these guys for 5 years. I'm going to have them linked down below with the special discount code that takes almost 70% off. I want you to start with the best skin of your life. So I know you've always wanted to have a good grooming routine, but you've never stuck to it. This is your time to start right. Buy Geology, 70% off. Get award-winning product and now use what I just taught you so you have a consistent skincare routine all of 2026 and you can actually see the results you've always wanted. If you guys want to check out Geology, it'll be linked down below. Number 4, outwork everyone using cooperative reward structures. Have you ever noticed that you get yourself harder every time there's hot girls around you? Bro, I meant work harder. I don't know what the hell I was saying. You get what I'm saying though. That feeling you feel when there's like a hot girl, it's like you're in go mode. That feeling, that's not random just to you. It's science. And you can use it to outwork anyone around you. You see, in a recent study, researchers gathered 46 students and split them into 3 groups. The first group, they worked alone on a variety of quizzes. The second group worked in pairs on the same quizzes. And the third group worked on quizzes individually, but they were alongside others in the same room. Out of the 3 groups, the third group outperformed all the others, a result researchers attributed to cooperative reward structures and social accountability. In simple terms, this means that people will work harder when the results are their own, but others are looking at them do the work. So if you want to use this for yourself, here's a 5-level system you can do to outwork anyone. Level 1, you can study alone from your room, but you can open a YouTube video, study with me, where you're studying while somebody else is also studying alongside you. Level 2, you can call a friend on Zoom or on Discord so you can have a real person to study alongside as you study. Level 3, we'll take it up a notch. I want you to join an online study group on Discord. The best one that I found is called Study Together. Level 4, get out of your room now. Don't study alone. Go to a coffee shop or a library where there's a lot of people, and that way you can study while others are looking at you. And level 5, bring a friend along to join you to study in a public library or a coffee shop. But there is one potential problem with this method. You might end up getting distracted, and you're gonna start talking about other things other than the work that's in front of you. However, your brother has you, because you can prevent this from happening with my next tip. Number 5, you will work based on your attention span. You think your attention span is cooked, that it's bad, but that's wrong. Your attention span is perfectly fine. You just need to learn how to use it. You see, when it comes to working in these long periods, whether it's for work or school, most guys, they'll fall into 2 categories, but there's a third way to do it that surpasses both of them. The first group is smart. They'll use the Pomodoro technique. This is when you set a timer for 20 minutes and you work, and then you set a 5-minute timer, and after 20 minutes are done, you set a 5-minute timer to relax. This is good. The second group has no technique. They just think, all right, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna study or work as long as I possibly can. This is not ideal. Now, the third way to do it, which is superior to all of them, is studying based on your own attention span. This means you will only study based on the amount of time you can personally stay focused without needing a break. And this is how you're gonna find it. First, you're gonna work with complete focus by turning off your phone. The very moment you feel your concentration slipping, like you need to look elsewhere or look for something else, I want you to stop and write down how long it took you to break focus. After you stop studying, do something relaxed. Go for a short walk, go for a snack, maybe play a little bit of a video game. Once you feel ready to work again, note how long it took you to get to that point. Now, you're gonna repeat this process all day. At the end of the day, you're gonna take the average of all your focus time and the average of all your relaxation time. Once you know what your attention span is, you can now customize the Pomodoro technique that I just talked about to your specific attention span. So for example, maybe for you, you can only work for 5 to 10 minutes of focus, but you need 15 minutes of relaxation. So that means your Pomodoro will be 10 minutes of work, 15 minutes of relaxation, and you'll do that all day to get the most output possible. Look, by now, you understand if you're an ambitious guy that's just lazy, but you also understand how to eliminate laziness, how to actually get things done, and how to never lose focus. All of that because you watched this one singular video, which is the best decision you've ever taken. But to truly become an unstoppable machine that reaches every ambition you've ever set out to, you need to implement my last tip. Number 6, find your caffeinated therapeutic window. If you want to work harder, learn to drink coffee based on your body weight. Look, I don't care where you're getting your caffeine from. Most guys think, oh, you should only get your caffeine from coffee. You can get your caffeine from anything. Energy drinks, coffee, tea, as long as you're drinking it based on your body weight. According to a study published in the National Library of Medicine, it doesn't matter where you're getting your caffeine from. As long as you're doing 2 milligrams of caffeine per kilogram of body weight, you'll have all the energy and focus you need. So to make it as simple as possible for you, I built this chart. You can pause the video, take a screenshot where it's gonna show you how much caffeine you need based on your body weight and what that equals to in coffee, energy drinks, tea, or matcha. It's as simple as it gets. Basically, this is your daily limit based on what you weigh. Now, you're gonna notice you're gonna work longer and no longer have those crashes or jitters or that anxious feeling because you're actually drinking the right amount of caffeine. Boys, this is the most important video you've ever watched to finish the year because next year, I want you to be equally as ambitious as you've ever been. Don't get demotivated. But the only difference is you will actually put everything into action with everything I showed you in this video. Let's crush it next year, bro.